Welcome to my channel, Dr. Abrar Chowdhury, writer, blogger, human rights and development activist.
All the thinking of the entire human history could not compete with the thoughts of this person, Muhammad. Then what is the harm in following him? In my opinion, the fact that he is still the most influential person in the world is enough to follow him for success in life. The appearance and likeness of a person is only recognition. The real personality is his thought, and it's the favor of the Creator who has given the authority to improve it to the person himself. He can make own personality as beautiful as he wants. Relationships and friendships are a priceless treasure, so always build them on the basis of truth, reality and good intention to benefit others with no expectations. Then see their power, how they are permanent and strong. The first need of a human being is good health. Happiness is inevitable for good health. The price is meaningless of happiness. Even the smallest happiness is priceless. And the secret of true happiness lies in paying forward. Gift it others and it will automatically come back to you. Run Contentment Antivirus and clean all viruses lying inside you: backbiting, malice, jealousy, hate, deception, blending, loss of measure, wasteful spending, fault finding, slander, mockery. Such all are unnatural acts. So they are not found even in lower conscious animals. How can these decorate a conscious person? All this we got from society. These things are not in our nature. Make Creator's will your own. Make life happy by installing this software in you. It is not necessary to touch the heights of the sky for success, it is enough to absorb its vastness. A wise and successful person is the one who recognizes the purpose of his creation, and is trying his best to play his part. And there is no greater action in this world than helping other people. Anger is also related to adaptability, frankness and feeling, but it can also have the impression of seeing the other person as weak, which is worrisome. And remember, it is not possible to deny moral, medical and psychological weakness from anger. If the basis of man's excellence is his consciousness, then what can be the purpose of his creation other than contemplation? So why not trim it and make the masterpiece of the Creator of the universe more enviable? Those who make smile and greeting their initiative habit, reality their clothing, patience and tolerance as a shield, good manners as a tool, nature and understatement as their strategy, they are actually successful and ideal people. Wisdom and ignorance grow in a person's thinking and are reflected in their actions, which is evaluated by the effects of human actions on the lives of other human beings, how much they have benefited or harmed other human beings. The foundation of building relationships is trust and feeling. If the foundations are not strong, the buildings are never strong. There is no best beauty of the face more than a smile. Some people live an ideological life, rest all follow others. Think of it in the same way that a few characters in a theater are fully engaged on the stage and the rest of the crowd is a silent part of the atmosphere, flowing on the waves of emotions that emerge from seeing them. If you like this video, please press the subscribe button so new videos reach you in time. Thank you.